Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Today I want to talk about something that pisses me off. I don't know, I need to meditate to be able to withstand this because it happens often and I really don't understand. But I pray with time I'm going to start understanding. Students who come late or who report late. That is, they report back to school after opening day, especially 2 days after or 3. I don't know, that triggers me so much that I wonder, really, even though the reasons that students give when they have reported late, they never make sense. And I think what pisses me off is because most of them lie. And the parents help them lie. Most of them. Let's say you report back late once or twice in your secondary school education. It's okay, it's allowed. That was an emergency. But if you keep on, it's something that is recurring, you keep on doing it. I don't like it. If you've ever reported back to school 2 days after opening day, kindly write in the comment section why you reported back late. From my experience, all those students who report back late to school is because they want to. They usually tell the other students, I won't come on opening day. I will come a day after or 2 days after. And then my parent is going to call the principal and notify them and give a reason. So you, as a parent, you're helping your child to lie. You think you're lying to the school. But let me tell you, if you're helping your child to lie at this age, when they are that age, they are a teenager, they will start lying to you because you've already taught them. And it will come a time they will expect you even to lie to someone on their behalf. If you're the female parent or the guardian and you lie to the school, they'll expect you to lie to the father about something else. You've already begun something that you can't stop as a parent. Why do you think some of the students continue lying until they are older? It's because you as a parent, you've begun it. And you're the one who actually taught them to lie. That is what I believe. The first reason that they give why they are late is because school fees. If you come with half the school fees, or even 2 days or 3 days before opening day, your parents calls the principal, tells them, where I work, I'll be paid like a week after your school's open. So I'm going to do what? To pay the school fees after. Every principal is understanding. It's only because you don't call prior to show that you were serious about the payment of school fees. And immediately school closes, or we have any break, you already know when they're coming back, they need the school fees. So it's not an emergency. It's not something that came up. This is your child. Before even giving back to them, you already made your what? You already planned yourself how you're going to raise your child. So about school fees, I think that is a lame excuse because even if on the same opening day, you don't have school fees and the students are reporting back, you come with your child and you see the head of the institution. The head of the institution is always very understanding. You even took the initiative to come and explain yourself. They are always very understanding. And when you give that reason, and you make sure what the date that you've given you're going to pay the school fee, they always listen to you, but you don't want to do that. And most of the schools, if you don't report back with the school fees, the students are not immediately sent back home. There's a grace period. The second reason they give is because they say they did not have the fare back to school. From the time your child came back home for the holiday, you didn't know that they are going to do what? To report back to school. Fare back to school, really. You know why I don't like this reason? Because you can always borrow money from someone and give your child fare back to school, and then you pay back after your child has already gone to school. Because what they miss in that first week, some schools usually give an opener exam. That's why some students don't want to report back early, because they don't want to sit for the exam. Immediately, like where I'm teaching right now, they report back to school today, and the next day, we immediately start teaching them. Even the day that they report back to school, they have to go what? They have to do their preps, the evening prep. They start studying that evening so that we can bring back their mind back to school. Because remember, they were at home and there are those things they were doing at home. So we need to bring their mind back to school. So we start teaching the following day. So what is your child doing at home? Because if they stay back at home 2 days, by the time they come the third day, their mind starts to set back to school, as in to be in school mode. The other students are already far. They're not back at home. They're already in school. You see? And you wonder why the performance of the student is going down, or why they cannot understand some of the concepts that are being taught, because they were not there. 1 day, 2 days for students, a lot is covered. And the syllabus is wide. Remember that. Other students claim that they were sick. This is abused. Sickness is abused. Actually, I think for me it is abused. If your child is sick, even if the same opening day, if your child is sick and they're taken to the hospital, of course they're given medication. You can always take your child to school if they already have the medication, and you give the school matron or the nurse in charge so that the medication can be administered as school goes on, so that the child cannot miss. You know, when they're at home, of course, because of the environment, they will not be very active even if they're sick. But at school, as the medication is being administered, they're still in class, and they know the other students they're busy. So even their body is going to adjust easily and get healed. You know, you have to stay active, and you have to eat well for the medication to work. And in school, let me tell you, in school, because the other students are there and they are his or her peers, trust me, them getting well won't take long. When they're in school, it won't take long. Then we have those who claim there was a barrier. If it was the barrier of the parent or a sibling, I could understand. But there are those who say it was my cousin's barrier. I usually don't know, and then you try to figure out which cousin is this. Then you hear your grandmother's sister's cousin. No, what is this? That is a lame excuse. Teach a child early enough that they should not always go to all occasions. They need to be disciplined. They go to those occasions that are important in the society, and they are close to them at home. when they are working later in life? Will they go to all these events? Will they be able to, in our current economy and society, will it be pocket friendly to go to all these events? Is this going to affect them? Your grandmother's sister, cousin, I don't know how they call it. Sometimes you even hear, some of them usually tell you, our neighbor passed on. I'm like, really? Are you related to your neighbor? Ensure your child reports back to school on time. Kindly write on the comment section and tell me what are the other reasons that you give to convince the teachers why you did not report back on opening day. I want to hear whether there are only these reasons. Thanks a lot for subscribing. Kesho